Hi guys, Alec, Peirce, Scuba Tech Tips, and this is a vintage Scuba. Yeah, it's a vintage Scuba tech tip. I have actually 1974, to be absolutely accurate. U.S. divers decided, hey, listen, the bi-centennial is going to be a big celebration, and we should do something to see if we can't improve our sales, take advantage of it a little bit, kind of like Halloween and Christmas and Easter sales, you know. And so U.S. divers came out with what they called the Americana series. Can you see that on there, Kevin? Did you see that already? The Americana series of scuba equipment. And they made up a series, a set, if you like, of scuba diving equipment. Now, you couldn't buy it as a set. Individual items. There were 2 fins, 2 masks, 2 snorkels, and a knife. Oh, that's kind of neat. The 2 fins were the rocket fin, the famous old strap rocket fin, and there was the full-foot Otari fin. The Otari fin, this fin was already well known, very well known fin, a popular fin, pretty common, straightforward, full foot design. And so they took the Otari fin's design and made it part of the Americana series. What distinguishes these particular products, the 2 fins, 2 masks, 2 snorkels, and the knife, as part of the Americana series? Can't you tell? Yes, normally this fin is black. The rocket fin was always black. Masks were blue or black, and so not these. The Americana series was distinguished by its very attractive, very colorful red, white, and blue coloring. So you could buy a pair of rocket fins in the Americana series, and the rocket fins are red, white, and blue. You could buy these Otari full-foot fins, a standard U.S. divers product. But instead of being black, they were red, white, and blue. You could buy 2 masks. I think it was the equi-purge and equi-rama, just 2 well-known masks. And the masks were red, white, and blue. You could buy 2 snorkels, the Flex snorkel and the Snorkel Deluxe. Same as the ones you could buy every day of the week, anywhere, anytime. But they were red, white, and blue. And the very well-known U.S. divers Seahawk knife also had a red, white, and blue rubber handle. So there you go, vintage. Interestingly enough, they didn't sell very well. For the reasons I mentioned earlier, largely political or philosophical or whatever, since the people of the United States weren't too pleased with their government at the time, and the loss of life and money as a result of the Vietnam War. They just, nah, screw that noise, not interested in that stuff, Americana, my ass type attitude, and so it wasn't terribly popular. There's a picture, Kevin, maybe you can zoom on that, of the Seahawk knife. Now, I'm going to get Kevin to post a picture showing all of the products. In the 1974, I think I'm right, U.S. Divers catalog, they had all these Americana products on one page, and it's pretty attractive. You can see them all. They're very collectible now. Weren't popular back then, but now they are. How about that? Yeah, because they're rare, and they're rare for an obvious reason. Not too many sold. Dealers had a lot of them. They sold them at a discount, gave them away to their friends, rental departments. They slowly but surely all disappeared. Getting the fins is not too difficult. The knife is not too uncommon. The masks are very difficult to find in good condition because the thin rubber deteriorated. And as they found out, to their chagrin later, when you put this dye in, this red, white, or blue dye into the black rubber compound, the rubber breaks down much more quickly than it would normally. Most of the masks, which have thin rubber, have deteriorated. The straps are gone and so on. So, and the snorkels as well. There weren't as many snorkels. They're very hard to find. So these are actually very collectible now. This particular pair have been sold to a good friend of mine, a collector, vintage scuba collector, and they'll be on his way, on their way to him tomorrow. But I thought I'd mention that to you. Kind of an interesting thing. If you're into vintage scuba, you might be interested in talking to your friends about the Americana series. You might be interested in see if you can find some of them, because they are quite collectible now. Hope you found that interesting. Alec, Peirce, Scuba Tech Tips, Vintage Scuba.